How many of you think that you're getting enough sleep through the night? How many of you are getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep? How many of you, when you wake up, you feel refreshed, you feel good to go through your day, or you just want to go back to bed? Well, if you're not sleeping well, stay tuned because I'm going to give you some tips to sleep better. Now, I'm based in Singapore and people here don't sleep well. 1 in 3 Singaporeans are sleep deprived. The percentage of people with sleep deprivation are higher than the 29% of the global average. 44% of Singaporeans sleep less than 7 hours through the night, and 70% of Singaporeans will suffer from some type of neck pain, headache, shoulder pain, low back pain, some type of joint issue, and all this is connected and related. Now you see this graph here, and this is the hours of sleep that people get, okay? On the top, you see Netherlands, New Zealand, and France, they're getting good sleep. And on the bottom, you see Singapore and Japan. People here work too much, they're always stressed, and that is going to affect their sleep. Now, really important to manage your time wisely. Because if you are working late through the night and stressing because of work, instead of being more productive, the next day you're going to be less productive because your brain is not going to function at 100%. Your body's not going to function at 100%. You're going to feel tired, you're going to feel fatigued, your mind is going to be foggy. So all the time that you're wasting working at night is going to have an effect the next day, and this is going to become a cycle. So manage your time wisely. Now, if you're not sleeping, this is going to have a negative effect on your body and on your brain. On your brain, you become more irritable, cognitive impairment, so you're not thinking at 100%. Your brain is not functioning at 100%. You lost your memory. You start to yawn, you feel tired, hallucinations. You get symptoms similar to ADHD, so you cannot focus. You're always making an excuse or getting distracted by other things, right? Impair your immune system, so you get sick often, okay? You have a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Your heart, it's not good for your heart. Increased reaction time, so you're slower to react to different stimulus. You get tremors, body aches. That's what I was talking at the beginning. A lot of headaches, a lot of neck pain, shoulder tension, right? It decreases your growth, okay? So it's important for teenagers and babies and kids to sleep, but your body repair as well, okay? Your growth hormone is more active through the night, and this is where your body is repairing itself. So it will affect your growth and your recovery. Risk of obesity, you gain weight, and decreased body temperature, so you get colder through the day as well. So a lot of negative effects. These are the hours that people should be sleeping, right? Newborns and babies and kids should be sleeping more because of that growth hormone, for there to grow and recover their body, and for the brain to function better as well. And with age, we can sleep a little bit less, but everybody should be sleeping at least 7 to 9 hours during the night. Okay, really important for your brain, for recovery of your body. Now, there are four different stages of sleep. Stage number 1 is the transition between when you're awake to sleep. That's around 5 to 10 minutes. For some people, it's longer. Stage 2, body temperature drops. So that's why it's so important to have a cool room, okay, to help that happen. Cool room and dark room. Brain begins to produce sleep spindles. Stage 3, your body relaxes, your blood pressure goes down, rate drops down as well, and this is where the deepest sleep occurs, right? Then you have stage 4, this is REM sleep. This is where your brain becomes more active. This is where you start to dream as well. Now, there's a lot of things that will prevent this from happening, and what you eat is key if you want to have good sleep. So never go to bed after a heavy meal. Try not to eat a heavy meal, especially with oily foods, a lot of meat that is hard to process for your body, that it takes more time. A lot of the dirty like fats as well, sugars, and caffeine and alcohol. Now, caffeine, the caffeine loop. You notice that when we wake up in the morning, we take some coffee, we take some tea, good, start the day, energized, And sometimes it's a ritual, getting your morning coffee and sitting down, relaxing. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you have too much caffeine during the day, this is definitely going to affect your sleep. Now, let's say you wake up, you take your coffee, and then in the afternoon, after lunch, you start to feel like tired, especially when you eat a lot of carbs because your sugar crashes, and you take another coffee. But then you take another one. And if you take coffees around or caffeine at 3-5 p.m., this starts to affect your sleep. Then you cannot sleep through the night, and then when you wake up next day in the morning, you need more caffeine and more caffeine and more caffeine, and this becomes a cycle. So be careful with your caffeine intake. 1 coffee in the morning is okay, 1 coffee after lunch is okay, but if you take more than 3, this is going to start to affect your sleep. So try not to take any caffeine. By that I mean sodas, coffee, or some tea that has caffeine after 3 or 5 p.m. Some people process the caffeine a little bit faster than other ones, but as a rule of thumb, try not to have caffeine after 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. Another thing that affects your sleep is alcohol. You notice that when you go out and you drink a lot, your sleep during the night is choppy. Okay? You don't go into deep sleep or REM sleep, right? Because this affects your sleeping cycle. So try not to have a lot of alcohol, especially if you're having sleep problems. For some people, like a glass of wine relaxes them and they can go to bed. But if you have more than 2 glasses, this can definitely affect your sleep. And the things that you're taking to relax you and to go to sleep is actually affecting your deep sleep. And that's why when you wake up in the morning, you feel fatigued, you feel tired, because your brain didn't go into that deep sleep where all the repair happens. Okay, so try not to drink every day of the week. If you're gonna go out with your friends, okay, have a drink here and there, but you're gonna know that you're going to have choppy sleep. And I'm going to give you some tips later on of what you can do if you go out and have some alcohol. I'm gonna give you some supplements later on. Now, things that you can eat to help your sleep. Well, chamomile tea. Chamomile tea doesn't have any caffeine, so this tea is proven to relax your body. Another tea is kava tea. Kava tea helps you relax your body as well. Cottage cheese, some good protein, some good fats, not too heavy, fills you up. You can sleep like that. Oats, almonds have magnesium, and magnesium is one of the supplements that you should be taking if you are not sleeping well. Sweet potatoes, bananas have some good potassium and serotonin as well, help your sleep, and grapes as well. Right, so take those before you sleep. Okay, but obviously don't eat too much, because then you're going to be digesting that food and you cannot find a good position to sleep because your belly is too full. Now we're going to go over supplements that you can take to sleep better. You're not going to take these supplements every single night, but let's say you went out and you drink alcohol, or you have a week that you cannot sleep, that you are really stressed. This is going to help you sleep. Now the first one is melatonin. You can find this in any health store. This is a 10 milligram melatonin pills. Sometimes you can eat them, sometimes you can put it underneath your tongue, and that's how you take them. This is a natural sleep hormone, okay? And this will help you to sleep deeper. It will help your sleep cycle. So let's say you have a trip and you're jet lagged. This is a good supplement to take. So melatonin works, right? Again, you don't want to take this every single day, but whenever you need sleep and you know that you haven't slept well, this is a good one to take, melatonin. The next one is magnesium. I take magnesium every night. This is a mineral, so you can take this every night, no problem. And this helps your muscle relax, okay? Helps you relax. This is important for muscle contraction and relaxation. So if you're working out a lot or you're stressed, this is a good supplement to take. This one you can take every night, so don't worry about that. And the other one is ashwagandha. This is a herb. It's an adaptogen, and it helps your blood pressure. It regulate your stress as well, and it relaxes you. Okay, so whenever you're stressed, this is a good one to take. This one you can take every day, no problem. This helps your strength as well, so it's a really good supplement to take. So I don't take it every day, But let's say, again, if I'm really stressed, or if I went out and I have a couple of drinks and I know my sleep is not going to be that great, then I take my melatonin, my magnesium, and my ashwagandha. This one, again, you can find in any health store. Now, another thing that you should avoid, that I see that people are doing a lot, is being on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, or watching TV before you go to sleep. Why? All these screens emit blue light, and blue light is not good for the melatonin production. You remember that supplement that we were talking? This is a hormone that comes from your pineal gland and that regulates your sleep. Okay? Now, if you are always on your phone and screens that emit blue light, this is going to affect your melatonin sometimes by as much as 80 to 40%. So that's a lot. Okay, so try to avoid those. If you have a room, in your room you should be having this normal lights that are more yellow. This is better for you to sleep. And another thing that you can use if you work in front of your computer every single day is buy some blue light glasses. Blue light glasses, put those glasses to work, and this filters the light a little bit better, so you're not taking that much blue light through your eyes. You can find those blue light glasses online, so check it out. Just Google blue light glasses and you will be able to find some for you. Okay? And there are some blue light screens that you can put in your computers and your devices as well. But the worst thing that you can do is be in bed before you go to sleep if you cannot sleep being on your phone. And sometimes you cannot sleep, and what do? You grab your phone and start looking at social media, and then you cannot sleep because you're thinking about other stuff. You're answering email, you get emails, you're getting stressed, and you're putting some more blue light into your body. So try not to do that. Okay, so put your phone away. If you're going to read something, try to read a normal book with pages and go to sleep. Now, exercise is good as well to help you sleep. Obviously, you're not going to be exercising intensively before you go to sleep. So if before you sleep you have to work out in the evening, you want to do something easy like yoga, stretching, stuff like that. But exercise during the day and during the morning will help your body and your muscles relax, so you have a better sleep. So if in the morning it's good to go for a run, do some cardio. In the afternoon you can do some weights, and then in the evening you can do some yoga, some stretches to relax your body, improve your breathing, and that will help you sleep better. Time management, key as well. If you don't manage your time correctly, you're going to get stressed. You're going to be all over the place. Whenever you go to bed, you are going to start to remember things that you didn't do during the day, or things that you need to do the next day. And you know that you go to bed and you start thinking about that, and your brain doesn't want to shut down or shut up, and this affects your sleep. So make sure that you're managing your time correctly. That's what at the beginning of this series I was talking about, times management and planning your day ahead. This is really powerful tool for you to sleep better, for you to reach your goals as well. So you should be spending at least 30 to 35% of your day sleeping, right? 8 hours. If you can sleep more, sleep more. The rest thing is working, right? So manage your time correctly, so when you go to bed, you're not stressed and you just, boom, sleeping. Now, posture. Posture affects your sleep. Whatever you do during your day, this is going to have an effect on the tension of your body, tension on your muscles, and pressure on your joints. So if you sit for long hours in front of a computer and you're looking like that and you have poor posture, this is going to affect your joints of the neck, of the shoulders, on the lower back. So you're going to feel that whenever you go to sleep. If you wear high heels as well, this is going to affect your lower back and your knees. If you carry a bag like that, this is going to affect your spine. And the worst thing that you can sleep is sleep facing down. I'm going to record a video right now for you to see, go over the sleeping postures. Sleeping posture is important because you sleep probably 6 to 8 hours. So if you have poor posture when you're sleeping, you're going to wake up with some body aches. Now, the worst position to sleep is facing down. If you sleep facing down, you need to breathe, right? So you're going to rotate the neck and you're going to put a lot of rotational stress on the joints of the neck, pressure on the nerve, and tension on the muscle. So avoid that position. The best two positions is on your side or facing up. If you sleep on your side, make sure that your pillow is shoulder high to prevent the neck from bending. If it is too big, the neck is going to be like this. If it is too small, the neck is going to be in this position. So find a pillow that is shoulder high so your neck rests in a neutral position, okay? Important to put a pillow in between the knees. If you don't put the pillow in between the knees, your pelvis will rotate like this because the knee wants to go to the bed. So this is an example. You're going to be doing this. So you put a pillow in between the knees to prevent the pelvis from rotating, from doing this, okay? That will keep the pelvis in a neutral position much better. Then, if you sleep facing up, make sure that you put the pillow on top of your shoulders and not just on the head. If you put it on the head, you're going to be causing forehead posture. So instead of having the natural curve of the neck is going to be in this position, and that will lead to shoulder tension and neck pain. Then, put a small pillow behind the knees to allow the spine to rest better. If you don't put the pillow, the low back is going to be in this position. Now you put a pillow behind the knees, not on your back, behind the knees, and that will rest the low back better. I know that changing the position of sleeping at the beginning is going to be not that easy, but try this tonight and see how it goes. A review of how to sleep better. Well, posture, really important. Remember that if you are not sleeping comfortable, you're going to wake up with pains and aches in the morning. So have good posture when you're sleeping. Maintain a daily consistent schedule of sleep. Try to go to bed at the same time. I go to bed around 10 p.m. and I try to stick with that. And schedule your day as well so you don't forget things and you start to remember those during the night and you get stressed because you forgot something and the things that you were going to do in the next day. So that's why we were talking about scheduling your day, right? Make sure that you don't take a lot of caffeine during your day. Reduce your caffeine intake, especially after 3 p.m. Don't go to bed in an empty stomach or in a full stomach. If you go to bed in a full stomach, it's going to be hard to get a good position to sleep. If you go hungry, you're going to wake up in the middle of the night to get a snack. Exercise is really important to reduce the tension on your muscles, get you active, and sometimes get you a bit tired. But don't do intensive exercise right before you go to sleep. Invest in a good mattress and a good pillow. Keep your room as dark and as quiet as possible and as cool as possible to relax your body. Okay? If you cannot keep your bedroom that dark, put a mask on your eyes so there's no light coming in. Turn off your computers, your cell phones, and your TV to reduce all that blue light that affects your melatonin, and limit your beverage consumption during the night. You have to drink some water, of course, but if you drink too much, then you're going to be waking up to go to the toilet, okay? So those are my tips for better sleep. Again, this is Dr. Kevin Tomassini from Spinal Performance. Hope you get a good sleep tonight.